8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
International superstar, Miss Butter B. Rocco!
You are now tuned in to Butter B. Rocco on Transparency Talks Podcast.
What's up, everybody? This is your homegirl, Butter B. Rocco on Transparency Talks Podcast. Listen, we have an amazing show for you guys, but before I bring on my special guest, make sure that you are doing something to elevate your mind. There's so many ways to be creative. Make sure you're also being active. Do some exercise, go for a walk, keep yourself active so that you don't catch COVID and that you don't catch this new Delta or whatever else strand is going around. Make sure that you stay hydrated and be safe out there. Wear your mask, okay? Save somebody's life, save your own life. Think about everybody. Anyway, with all of that being said, I would like to bring on a very beautiful person that I had the opportunity of meeting. Miss Asia Starr is a hip hop recording artist and founder of the Financial Freedom Club. How you doing?
What's up, sis?
How you doing?
Amazing. Doing amazing.
Good. Well, I had the pleasure of meeting you on set where you starred yourself, which is really cool. I had to put on a wig and everything. So it's always good to be able to be yourself in the situation. So can you give people a little bit about your background?
Well, I am a hip hop artist from Washington, D.C., PG County. I now live in Atlanta. I am the founder and CEO of the Financial Freedom Club, where I teach financial literacy, teach people how to day trade on the foreign exchange market, teach people how to invest in cryptocurrency. One of my first loves is music, hip hop music. And yeah, that's just a little bit about me.
Okay. So how did you get started in the industry?
Which industry?
Music industry first.
Wow. Okay. Well, how I got started, I always liked to write. So, I've been writing ever since I've been in elementary school, middle school, and it just continued. But I found a new love for hip hop to spread pretty much financial literacy in the most flyest, coolest way. And I just couldn't get away from it. And when I moved to Atlanta, I mean, it's the mecca for everything entertainment. So that's how I pretty much continued my journey in this music and hip hop game.
Okay. So when did you know that you wanted to make music a career?
I would say back in 2012.
2012?
Yes.
So take us through your aha moment of, you know what? This is it.
Well, I always was in music and I always was writing. I've been doing it forever. And I decided to take a break from it to pursue other things, but it just couldn't get away from me. So when I was just doing some soul searching, I started writing again because I had took a break for a few years. I started writing again and the passion for it revved back up and I just went for it. I made a couple songs not knowing what it was going to do because when you take time out of the music game, you get a little rusty, I tend to think.
Yeah.
But I made a few songs and people loved them and I loved it. So I just kept going for it.
Okay. Now, who are some of the people that have influenced you and why in the music industry? We're definitely going to get to your Financial Freedom Club.
Sure. That's easy. So I would say Nipsey Hussle. Because he is the epitome of merging everything that he does into the music. It's so raw, it's so authentic, and when I listen to him, I actually learn stuff. So, and he's so dope. respect the late great Nipsey Hussle. He's so raw and he's from the street at the same time, so he's so relatable. I'm inspired by that because it's a similar background. Um, I would say J. Cole, Missy Elliott for sure, just her out of the box kind of vibe, how she's been able to maintain longevity, but it's always a bop. The Missy 20 years ago and the Missy Elliott today, it's always a bop. It's always relevant. It's always fresh. J. Cole, I just love J. Cole. That's one of my favorite hip hop artists of all times. But I would say those would be my top three influences right now.
Well, speaking of Missy Elliott, how do you think that she was able to stay as relevant as she is, if not even more relevant now? Because she really is. She was out of her times back then, you know.
Yeah, I think she was able to stay relevant, in my opinion, based on her being her 100% authentic self.
Yeah.
And I think that's what creates longevity. People relate to what's real. And
Mhm.
if your authentic self people can't relate, then I guess it fades out. But that's why I think Missy's been able, and she's forward thinking.
Yeah.
She's just so out of the box. You never know what to expect. So you always are on the edge of your seat waiting for Missy to drop something.
Yeah. Very, very true. How do you feel about the female MCs that are out right now?
I think they dope.
Yeah.
So I think a lot of the ones that I truly, truly love don't get as much mainstream recognition, but I think they may be okay with that. Like Tierra Whack, she's super dope. Love her. Um, who else? One of my favorites is why I'm drawing a blank right now. What's her name? She's such a one of my favorites. Um, Come on now.
We can come back to it because that happens.
Yes, but she's my favorite. How did I forget her name just that quick like that? Um, oh my gosh.
That's okay. We can definitely come back because you know what's gonna happen is we're gonna continue to talk. You can be like such and such. You'll be like, okay.
Definitely gonna remember because it's gonna bug me. I was just listening to. She got a podcast with Tigger. What is it? Oh my gosh. How can I? Rhapsody.
Okay. Okay.
Rhapsody is dumb dope, like dumb beyond.
Yeah.
So, but I think the females are killing it right now. I know like Meg The Stallion is dope to me. I like Cardi, but my vibe is more of a Tierra Whack Rhapsody.
Mm-hmm. Tiara's very versatile with her flow.
Yeah, and she ill, yo. Like she out of this world with it. I love Tierra Whack.
I was turned on to her and I was like, man, who is this chick? So describe what your style is.
My style is Asia Star. Like
Star?
yeah, like I'm a storyteller. Um, I like to talk real slick, fly vibes. You know what I'm saying? I'm into fashion, so I talk about that a lot. But at the same time, it's substance rap based on who I listen to. Like I told you, Nipsey Hussle. I listen to J. Cole, Tierra Whack, Rhapsody. Those are all artists with heavy substance.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like they get the recognition that they deserve because they're not talking about things that, you know, I guess that's moving, that's popular all the time. It may
Right.
be, but it's not in a sexually based type way. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's more my vibe. I'm gonna talk about what I'm into. I'm gonna talk about what I like. But it's a consistent flow, steady flow, and real heavy on the substance.
Yeah, yeah. So what do you want to contribute to the culture?
What I'm contributing right now, like authenticity,
Mm-hmm.
um, game, $1 million worth of game. Shout out to Gillian and Wallow, but um, just leaving my mark on the world. I'm talking about my life experiences, what I've been through, what I was able to overcome, and how I'm able to still stand right now, what I'm currently going through. You know what I'm saying? So it's just authenticity. Young girl from DC, you know, been through what a lot of young Black girls been through, and just talking about it in an unapologetic way.
Got you. All right. So what's your creative process when it comes to writing your rhymes and your flow?
You know, it used to be one way, but with this album, it was very different. So the album Fresh Air, right? I dropped that album March 31st. And I recorded the whole entire project in 10 days.
Wow.
Right. However, it took like 3 months to do because I do so much. So I can only get to the studio with my schedule being like it is every Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the studio 10 Saturdays.
Wow.
Right. So I would go to the studio, me and my team, Brick Wall Studios, Clizzy, Cheebs, Mel, Shamise, we would go to the studio and just sit and vibe out and just talk about what we've been through, in that week, what's coming, and just lay it all out. And then we would catch a vibe. Cheebs would be playing beats. He produced my whole album. And
Wow.
playing some tracks, and that's how it'll happen. We'll just get to talking and catch a vibe, and then we'll write and then record.
Yeah. Yeah. How has COVID impacted your personal and your professional life?
Mm. Well, I know COVID has been very unfortunate, in the world. It is an unfortunate situation going on in the world. But during that time when everybody was in quarantine and able to sit down, I was able to sit down and think. I was able to sit down and sort a lot of things out in my life. And I was able to weigh my priorities and really hone in on my skill set. So it actually catapulted me in another tax bracket. It catapulted me in just how I think about money. It changed my mindset, how I view my people, and people, period, my family, and just wanting to make sure that I leave a legacy behind, because you just never know. At the drop of a dime, we can all be shut down. Or at the drop of a dime, people were just passing away and dying that we really love. And so it just changed my total mindset of how I think about people, how I think about the future, how I think about leaving a legacy for the people that are to come behind me. It changed everything, but it did work in my favor.
Mm-hmm. I tend to find that a lot of people that I've spoken to, especially entrepreneurs and everything, the shutdown caused us to have to figure some things out. And when the earth stood still, we got creative. Definitely.
God is
A
good.
lot of people made, unfortunate, people lost their lives and everything, but a lot of people, got woke, basically.
No, I definitely woke up.
Yeah.
God revealed itself to me in a major way during that time. It was no church to go to. It was no middleman to hang on to go through to pray. You had to really meet God for yourself. And I ain't gonna say I didn't know God before then, but I met Him in a different way during.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Do you find it easier now or harder now to make a name for yourself and stand out amongst the crowd?
I think it's easier now because I don't care. It's not
Definitely.
it's at first I was so concerned about people knowing my name and knowing what I do and who I am. Now it's about impact for me. It's not about getting people to know my name. When you have impact and you're exposed because of your impact, people going to know. So I feel like when you don't focus on the things that really don't matter, it just come full circle anyway.
Yeah, you spoke that. I felt that one right here. How important to you do you think it is to stay on top of technology, like the Instagrams, the social medias, and all of that type of stuff?
Man, if I had, it's so important. Let me just answer that question. It's so important because everything has gone digital. So if you don't have a digital footprint, people won't even know that you're alive.
Yeah.
And then if you don't leave a digital footprint, like if I was to leave off of Instagram today, all of my photos and everything is on Instagram. And what people don't know, when you post on Instagram, they own that content.
Mm-hmm.
So a bot can pretend to be me and request people, like you're bound to Instagram. you can't leave, because if not, somebody will pretend to be you, take all your content, and they'll think it's you. So, but as it pertains to creating a fan base, as it pertains to reaching people all over the world, you have to be on social media.
Mhm.
And you have to post consistently, because the algorithm will drop you all the way down and won't anybody see your post. And I think people are so concerned with likes, or have been, and I was one of those people too, which is why now I turn my like count off. You want to go see, you can go and scroll and you'll see a couple hundred likes or whatever, however many likes, but it doesn't matter. I
Mhm.
just need to stay high on that algorithm, because I have more people that I need to reach. But it's really important that you post. It's really important that you stay relevant on Instagram, based on, what you contribute into the world. So it's super important.
That's real. What advice would you give a young MC that's trying to make their mark right now?
Be more fearless. Be fearless and do what you enjoy, what you like. Because when you do what you think other people want, you always fail. You'll never be able to please people. So I feel like, if I could tell my younger self or artists coming up, just be true to who you are and don't give up, and be confident and fearless. That was the biggest thing for me to overcome, is to be my authentic self.
Mhm. Do you feel like going the indie route or a major route is the way to go now?
It just depends what you're looking for.
Mhm.
Um, if you have, what do you call it? If you can prove that you have a major following, then why do you even need a label? What's the point in that? And then, unless you want to, you know, do it on a larger scale, and then you have leverage at that point, because they know you have a fan base, so you can kind of dictate and call some shots. But for me, I think I want to continue with the independent route.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't
So,
make sense. They would have to give us a whole lot of money for me to
yeah.
stage it.
Okay. So you have a new song coming out called Blockchain
I do.
that you just shot. You was showing some clips from behind the scenes. And you have a clever way of merging both of your businesses, your love for music and also your love for your other business that we're going to talk about. I'm going to play that clip real quick.
Okay.
So blockchain is a digital ledger of transactions that's duplicated and distributed across the entire network of computer systems, right? So that's the Webster's definition. But in layman's terms, blockchain keeps record of every digital transaction. If you were to purchase, send, or receive cryptocurrency, what happens is that transaction is registered, recorded, and approved on the blockchain before your cryptocurrency shows up in the respective wallet. So the concept of this video was me being in a position of leadership and enlightenment through making people aware of digital entrepreneurship and how to make money day trading and investing in cryptocurrency. Hopefully we'll be able to look back at this video and see how, man, that I was actually ahead of the curve with everything. You know what I'm saying? Talking about blockchain before it was popular to talk about. But, we making it cool, making it fly. It's your girl, Asia Star, a.k.a. Salsa Rita, a.k.a. the King's Daughter, a.k.a. the Godmother, a.k.a. Drip Anderson. That's 2 P's. And you know that.
That was dope. I really like the music and can't wait to see the music video because your outfit is already futuristic. I'm like, okay, I see you. What made you come up with the concept?
Man, so I'm a crypto nerd, right? I'm a super crypto nerd. I'm heavy in crypto. I know that cryptocurrency is the wave of the future, and the blockchain technology has already changed the world. We're just waiting for the world to catch up. and it changed my life. And one of one of the persons that's on this, not one of, because there's only one person on the song global, he's also a super crypto nerd. And he was one of the people that inspired this song, you know. A few of my crypto nerd friends just always talking. We used to have a call every week. Well, we still have a call once a week, where we get together and we talk about what's new in the crypto space, how to get involved, the best coins to, based on our opinion, because we are not financial advisors, but we talk about the popular coins, the use cases, and all blockchain is it houses cryptocurrency. So cryptocurrency is digital real estate that's housed on the blockchain. So anytime you purchase crypto, it has to go through and be approved on blockchain. So everything is blockchain. Even with the future and how we will vote for a president, I'm pretty sure it's going to go through blockchain, because you can't alter blockchain. If you alter one block, you have to alter the entire blocks. And who's going to go into the computer and alter? You just can't. It is anything is possible, but it's almost humanly impossible to alter blockchain. So that's just a huge part of my life, and everything that is like really, really huge in my life is on my album.
Okay. Sounds like you caught a niche right there. One of my friends, he does databases and everything.
Mhm.
And he's my writing partner, and we went up to LA to this event, and someone was talking about niches, and they was like, this guy, he's making all of this money writing about horses, and one is writing about this, and he has all of these sales because he found his niche. So my friend came back and he merged him doing databases and SQL and all these different things and started writing about it, to the point now where Microsoft has him doing various conferences and on some of his songs and everything. So I definitely think that's a great move for you. And I would not be shocked if you get some extra calls for that.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. There's a lot of things in the works right now I'm excited about.
How did you get involved in cryptocurrency?
Oh, wow. I was looking for something new to get involved in, but that's not true. That's how I got involved in trading. In cryptocurrency, one day, I think I was at my lowest moment. Financially, I had just moved from DC to Atlanta, and I thought, like we all do when we move out of state, we think it's just going to be, well, I thought it was going to be super easy, because I'm like, yo, the cost of living in Atlanta is way cheaper than DC. I'm gonna go down there and flourish. Well, that did not happen. I came down here and hit rock bottom, which was my foundation, which was the foundation that I clearly built built my life on. And I just posted something about that. But I prayed. I was at my lowest point, and was just me and God. I'm like, God, I need help. I don't know how I'm gonna get to the next paycheck. I just don't know how I'm gonna do it. And I just asked, I said, all I need is $1,000 to get me to my next check, because I had mortgage I was paying in Maryland. I had rent I was paying in Atlanta, and it was not adding up. So I went and I prayed in that little prayer closet that I had at the time. And I went to sleep after I prayed, and I had a dream about Bitcoin. I've never heard the term Bitcoin in my life before that. I've never heard anybody talk about it. I've never been in circles where I've overheard anybody mention it, but that's what happened. So I went to sleep. I had a dream that Shamice gave me a jewelry box full of Bitcoin. So I woke up and I found out how to get the $1,000 in that same dream as well. Right. So I woke up and I just started asking people about Bitcoin, and I'm just trying to figure out what is Bitcoin. I'm asking people like, they don't know what I'm talking about. So I start searching online. I'm reading about it, but it's like computer talk to me. Like, I don't have a clue. I don't understand it. It's just, you don't even know the questions to ask when it's something you don't know. So I'm asking around, and I got frustrated because it was like maybe a few months before I really start understanding. But I'll never forget, it was Christmas Eve, or actually Christmas Day 2017, and I didn't have enough money to go back home and spend with my family. So I was over a family member house in Atlanta, and I was just sitting there, just, trying not to be sad because I'm not with the people that I normally spend Christmas with. And this lady walked in at random, and I was praying this whole time, like, God, why would you reveal a dream like that to me and not tell me what it means? Lo and behold, 2 months later, this lady walked in Christmas Day, and she was like, have y'all heard about cryptocurrency and Bitcoin? I was like, what? Yes. And she sat me down for 3.5 hours and explained it to me from top to bottom. And I was just sitting on the carpet on the floor, Indian style, taking notes in my phone. And that's what I ain't looked back since.
Wow.
Yeah.
So Bitcoin is the most widely used cryptocurrency, but there are other types. What other types are there?
Well, it's not, cryptocurrency is cryptocurrency. It's not really a different type. It's more so the use case of each coin.
Okay.
So Bitcoin is the most popular because it's the first cryptocurrency that was ever created.
Okay.
So that's what everybody talks about when they mention cryptocurrency, because that was just the first cryptocurrency ever created. Right now, Bitcoin doesn't really do anything. There's no use case for Bitcoin. It's just the first coin that was created. I'm pretty sure it will do something in the future. And then you have a lot of very important people backing Bitcoin, right? So that's important as well. But there are other cryptocurrencies out here that are extremely important, right? That are very inexpensive. Now, Bitcoin is about $40,000 for one coin right now. Of course, that's what the news will talk about. We'll talk about coins that most people can't afford, which turns people off. But there's still other cryptocurrencies that have amazing use cases that are literally changing the world as we speak, but they're not talked about on the news. But they're affordable for anybody to purchase. You got $20, $50, $100, and you can put yourself in a major position.
So what are these cryptocurrencies that you advise? Or, well, I know you're not an
I was
advisor.
about to say,
but
I'm definitely not a financial advisor.
just getting your opinion on a new person starting out. Hey, I want to get into cryptocurrency.
Mm-hmm.
What do you tell them to look into?
XRP.
XRP. And what is XRP?
XRP is a cryptocurrency, and XRP is the use case for it. So it was made for financial institutions, right? That's one of the most important cryptocurrencies on the planet right now. It's about 75 cents a coin. I got into it in 2017, so I got it way cheaper than 75 cents. But what it does is, so let me explain it like this. If I were to write you a check right now for $10,000 and you did not have $10,000 in your bank account to cover that check, that check would first have to go through the Federal Reserve. Well, it'll go to your bank account, then to the Federal Reserve Bank. It has to clear through Federal Reserve and then come back. That's why it says it takes 5 to 7 business days for the check to clear, because money moves extremely slow, right? Well, the technology behind XRP, it makes money move extremely fast. So if I send you some XRP right now, it'll take about 3 to 5 seconds. So it transfers money at the speed of light, and it's incorporated already into a whole lot of financial institutions. So I would, that's the short explanation. XRP is most definitely the way to go.
Okay, so I'm new. I'm ready to go get me some XRP. Where do I go?
Well, they made it very hard for people to get XRP right now. So you used to can get it from anywhere, and now you can't out anymore because the SEC sued Ripple XRP. But that's a whole nother story. We don't have time to go down that rabbit hole. But I would say go through Uphold, UPHOLD, uphold.com, or it's an app you can go through.
Okay. So tell us about your company, Financial Freedom Club, and how you got started.
I started the Financial Freedom Club back in 2020. Yep, I sure did. It was 2020. at the beginning of the year. I can't even remember how long. It was 2020, I think. 2020. Um, I started out with a network marketing company, right? But I found myself educating.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not the type that, and I learned this about myself, and I just want to say, I don't feel like nothing is wrong with network marketing if you have a network. But just understanding, in order for you to win, you not only have to have a network, the people that you recruit also have to have a network if you want to see some major cash flow.
Right.
And I was noticing that that's not me. That's not what I want to do. My passion is education. I want to educate people and help people learn a skill set that will pay them for the rest of their life. So here I am with this network marketing company who supposedly teaches the skill set of day trading on the foreign exchange market and cryptocurrency, but none of my people were learning from that company. I was teaching them, they would learn from me, and then they would leave because they found themselves paying money to this company that they couldn't afford, and I wasn't getting anything out of it. So I'm like, wait a minute, something is very wrong with this picture. So, it took me a while to catch on, like, you know what, I'm doing all the work anyway. People are joining because they believe in me, not the company. So I took that and absolutely ran with it. And now we're producing, it's like millionaires on a conveyor belt right now. We are helping people of all ages, young, old, learn the skill set of day trading and how to invest in the cryptocurrency space. And I'm really proud of that because, and no shade to no other races, but I'm helping my people win. Helping, the goal for everybody when you come in is to learn the skill set, but also if you can make $400 a day on this foreign exchange market, that's $100,000 a year.
Mm-hmm.
100,000 a year. Most people aren't making that on their jobs right now anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But the goal is to first learn the skill set. Once you learn the skill set, that's a skill set that can't nobody take away from you. You can be on the beach. You can be shut down during a pandemic in your home. You can be anywhere in the world. As long as you have access to Wi-Fi and a smartphone, oh, you winning.
That's what's
So,
up.
word, that's what I'm passionate about. Even more so than music. Music is just a branch off of that tree. It's more so about impact, helping people win and helping people learn, educate, because education is the most important thing that we have. I don't believe in traditional education anymore. It doesn't make sense to me when you think about it. And if you want to go to college, I think it's a great experience. I went to college. I respect it, but I don't think it's a must in order for you to become wealthy or to become successful, because you pay 60, 70, 80, even $100,000 to go to school for a degree. Most people come out in debt and still have to look for a job. That does not make any sense to me.
Mm-hmm.
But with this situation, you pay and you come out with a skill set making money. Not only do you come out making money, we walk you through making money. You earn while you learn with the Financial Freedom Club.
Wow.
Yep.
How does one join your club?
So if you would go to thefinancialfreedomrun.com, and to become a member, you would click on membership. If you want to just purchase a one-on-one, you would go to courses. But yeah, it's financialfreedomrun.com. And that's what it's about. And what I did differently from any other company, I made it super affordable because I understand that I'm not trying to take money out of people's mouths, especially during this time.
Mm-hmm.
Pandemic, people losing their jobs. I'm not trying to take money out of people mouths. I'm trying to help people win. So what differentiates my company from a lot of other companies out there and other people that's doing and teaching the skill set is that it's super affordable.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Got some comments over here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Had not known half the information now about this place. Blockchain is so imperative for our lives right now. Okay.
Wow. Dope.
That's real cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So can you tell everybody how they can get in contact with you and support your music. And you already told them how they can sign up with your company and everything.
So yeah, man, my album is called Fresh Air, and that's HEIR, Fresh Air, like air to the front, air to the throne, and I named it that because I understand who I belong to. For a minute, I was wavering, I didn't know, but I get it now, and I understand that I'm on assignment. It's bigger than just making money. I'm on assignment. So the album is called Fresh Air. It's on every streaming platform that you can think about.
Yeah.
Apple Music, Tidal, Spotify, wherever you listen to music, the album is there. Asia Star, Fresh Air. My Instagram is she_is_Asia Star. That's on Twitter, Facebook. I have a personal Facebook, but if you want to tap in with me, it's she is Asia Star. And I have a website, sheisasiastar.com. Everything is She Is Asia Star. I wanted to make it super easy for people to find me.
Okay. Okay. Well, with that being said, everyone on Facebook and where we at? YouTube, over in London, and all the other places that we are at, we're going to sign off and talk to you guys later.
It was
Thank
a
you
pleasure.
so much for being on the show.
Thank you.